What is Lending Club and how does it help you save money? If you're like most people, you're always looking for ways to save money. You clip coupons, comparison shop, and search for the best deals. But what if there was a way to save money without much effort at all? Lending Club is a website that can help you do just that. Lending Club is a peer-to-peer lending platform that connects borrowers and investors. This means that instead of going through a bank, borrowers can get loans from individual investors. And because investors have different interest rates and loan terms, borrowers can find the perfect loan for their needs. Best of all, Lending Club is completely free to use. There are no application or origination fees and no prepayment penalties. So how does Lending Club save you money? When you borrow from Lending Club, you pay back your loan with interest. The interest rate you pay is much lower than the interest rate you would pay on a credit card. This can help you save a lot of money over time. How does Lending Club compete with traditional banks? Lending Club is a company that provides a platform for people to invest in loans. It was founded in 2006 and is headquartered in San Francisco, California. One way Lending Club competes with traditional banks is by offering lower interest rates on loans. For example, the average interest rate for a 36-month personal loan from a traditional bank is 10.41%, whereas the average interest rate for the same loan from Lending Club is 8.79%. Another way Lending Club competes with traditional banks is by offering a more user-friendly platform. For example, the Lending Club website has an easy-to-use interface that makes it easy to find the right loan for you. Why investing early at Lending Club is critical to future investments. The sooner you start investing at Lending Club, the more important it becomes to your future investments. With each loan that you fund, your invested money grows in size, thanks to compound interest. The earlier you get started, the more time your money has to grow, and the more money you'll have to reinvest. It's also important to get in early because Lending Club invests in its borrowers. As a lender, you're sharing in the risk and reward of those investments. The earlier you start lending, the more likely you are to receive high-quality loans with low default rates. Of course, there's always some risk involved with any investment. But by starting early at Lending Club, you can reduce that risk while maximizing your potential for growth. Sooner is always better when it comes to investing at Lending Club. Is getting a loan from Lending Club safe? There are a lot of discussions these days about Lending Club, the online lending company that connects borrowers looking for personal loans with investors looking to invest. So is getting a loan from Lending Club safe? The answer is yes, but there are a few things you should know before you borrow. Lending Club is an accredited business with the Better Business Bureau, and it has an A+ rating. The company vets borrowers carefully to make sure they are likely to repay their loans, and it has sophisticated algorithms in place to monitor loans for signs of trouble. If you do have a problem with your loan, Lending Club has a customer service team that's available 24/7 to help you resolve it. And if you can't repay your loan, Lending Club will work with you to find a solution that doesn't damage your credit score. Finally, be aware that Lending Club is not a bank, so it's not federally insured like a traditional bank account. This means that if something goes wrong and Lending Club fails, you may not get your money back. Should you use Lending Club for personal financing needs? When it comes to finding personal financing, there are a lot of options available. You can go the traditional route and apply for a loan through a bank or credit union. You can also try to get a loan from friends or family members. Another option is to use a service like Lending Club. This can be a great option for people who have good credit and need a loan quickly. However, it's important to weigh the pros and cons of using a Lending Club before making a decision. One of the biggest benefits of using a Lending Club is that you can often get a loan very quickly. This can be helpful if you need money for an emergency expense or if you're trying to finance a large purchase. Additionally, many lending clubs have lower interest rates than traditional banks. This can save you money on your loan payments over time. However, there are some downsides to using a lending club. The cons of using Lending Club include the fact that you may not be able to get as large of a loan as you would through a bank. You also may have to pay more in fees than you would if you went through a traditional lender.